Hello my lovely Aquarius, welcome to Aquarius Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general tarot love reading for Aquarius in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. This is a general reading, so it won't resonate fully with every single person who comes across it. Please always tick what does resonate for you and leave anything that doesn't for somebody else. This is a timeless message, it's for whenever you come across it. This could also be if you are in a connection with someone with Aquarius and Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Also, along those lines, when I'm saying this is how you feel about someone, this is how they feel about you. If it's resonating for you with the roles reversed, please go ahead and reverse the roles. It's absolutely fine. So, my dear Aquarius, I am going to jump straight into a spread for you, asking specific questions about you and the person coming through and in this reading, and what is occurring with the connection at this time that we need to know. If you're new to the channel, then huge welcome. Thank you so much for trying me out. If you're a returning subscriber, then thank you again so much for all your amazing support. It really means the world. Okay, so let's get the top 6 cards for my gorgeous Aquarius, please, for their love reading today. Top 6 cards for Aquarius. All right, let's go. Okay, it's not so funny. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna wait to say what I was thinking and to a minute. At the bottom of the first deck, Aquarius, you have the Justice card, which is Libra's Major Arcana. Wow, very nice. I mean, under the Justice card is the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Cups under that. Good grief, that is a lot of interesting. There could be some good fortune coming your way when it comes to your love life. I mean, this seems like a very positive shift. You could have been dealing with someone who was very controlling, is what I'm getting. Like very, like they abused their position of power in your life. Like they abused the role that they had in your life. Now, whether that was a previous partner or whether it was a parent, potentially a father figure, doesn't have to be, but I'm just getting that it might not have even been a partner as such. It could have just been someone that you thought was the be all and end all, but I think you're gaining a new perspective on the fact that either this person is extremely like they dictate how you live your life and they keep you stuck, or it's simply that the person that you thought was the be-all and end-all was actually someone who was holding you back and even like getting in the way of you having happiness in your life. Now, I think what I'm getting here is definitely a strong message of a change in perspective. Now, this could be roles reversed, this could be about someone you're dealing with, but there is definitely the sense of someone felt stuck before, restricted by somebody else who was a strong figure in their life, but someone's seen things in a different way now. They may even feel like their life has been on hold for long enough because of that influence, and there's some sort of like the scales being balanced, things that, you know, if certain elements have been unfair in your love life here, Aquarius, I am seeing positive change, certainly. Wow. See, at the other end of the deck, we have the Five of Wands and the Five of Cups. Oops. There may have been also a regrettable situation between you and someone else that was also influenced by word of mouth, I'm kind of getting, or what people were saying or what people were telling you about a situation. This is giving me the sense of like someone saying, oh, that person's really angry with you, by the way, or that person doesn't want to speak to you, that kind of thing. Obviously, it can be the other way around as well. It could have been someone saying this to someone else about, like, oh, Aquarius doesn't want to speak to you. And that could have led to this feeling like it was over between you and this person, and it just had this, someone was stuck in their memories about you, still feeling like there was a connection between the two of you, but that they couldn't act on it and that they were stuck. Okay, let me get the second layer for your spread whilst I shuffle that. The thing that popped into my head, which made me laugh when I laid out your the first layer, and if you haven't been here before, I get 3 layers for your spread, and using three different decks, and then I will go through the spread with you and clarify as needed. But the thing that made me chuckle was that this is coming through as someone you really have the hots for, Aquarius, and not only is that giving me the sense that, I mean, we'll see as I actually get the rest of the cards out, but just as a first off, like, reaction, this seems like someone you're very attracted to, and they're not only that, they're aware that you're very attracted to them, funnily enough. But let's see how that goes, because that message could modify slightly as I get more clarification, but that's just that's what I was chuckling about at first. So let's get the second layer for Aquarius, please. As I said, everything can be reversed. If it resonates for you the other way around, that's no problem. So just bear that in mind as well. All right. Okay. So the first 2 cards from the second deck that I've just laid out, this is a tiny spoiler. The first card was the King of Cups, the second card is the Queen of Cups, and those first 2 positions are how you feel about each other. So, okay, Aquarius, let's get into it. This is going to be an interesting reading, I can feel it already. Alright, at the bottom of the second deck, I haven't looked yet, is the 4 of Wands. Wow. So that's what I'm talking about with that element of a restrictive force that I was speaking about from the first deck. Underneath the 4 of Wands is the Devil and the 7 of Swords. And the Queen of Wands is underneath that. And then the underneath the Queen of Wands is the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. What on earth? Oh! Sorry. Let me just show you. Underneath the Queen of Swords, we have the 4 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and then the King of Swords. Now, the King and Queen of Swords are not only a matching pair, obviously divine counterparts to each other, they're also the air element, so that can be you, Aquarius, and your counterpart, whether you're male or female, they're both there. But that's interesting because it feels like there could be an element of 3 people in the mix, potentially. Now, it does seem an element of someone feeling trapped with that devil energy, as I was saying from the bottom of the first deck as well. It could be a sense of feeling controlled by their partner, or in that they're no longer able to live their life in a way that could have been a catalyst for an element of the connection here between the two of you. Because the 4 of Wands is a very beautiful energy of union and stability and family, and can be marriage as well. But then combined with this Devil, 7 of Swords, Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands can certainly talk about the other woman kind of thing, or a temptation. So between the King and Queen of Swords, there's this standstill. There's no communication. This could have been a timeout between these 2 people. There could have been 2 people that were in separation from each other, but still technically, obviously still officially married, or, because there's also this deception going on with the 7 of Swords. Someone could have felt like they couldn't actually make a move because they were still officially committed, but I don't know if they were on a break from their committed partner, almost like I need some time to think about what I want, see, see if this is still the fit for me, this is the right fit kind of thing. There's someone who has pulled a third party into their web. It is what came into my head of like they've pulled someone else into this drama that was already going on. The other person, the third party, may not have known about this circumstance. Now, it may also be an element here, because what I was seeing at the beginning was that there was this sense of restriction that someone was... There's like a justice here of someone having a new beginning, but it could be realizing that they had been stuck on someone who was restricted. It could be like... This could be a third party realizing that they have been on pause for someone who was in a commitment, who may not have been honest about that, but they were unable to actually take action because they were already tied into something else. And this person's life has just been on hold. Oh. Okay, alright, let me get the third layer for the deck here. Oh, the spread, not the deck. The third layer for the spread for Aquarius, please. Yeah, it's starting to look... Spread is starting to make more sense to me, actually. Okay. Let's get the third layer for Aquarius, please. Wow. We've got the Eight of Swords basically that's come out, and it's in two positions for how I don't want to spoil it. I'll get to that in a second, but it's on the spread twice. Yeah, there. This is making sense. Okay. At the bottom of the third deck, Aquarius, is the Knight of Pentacles. Yep. Oh wow. Wow. A couple of things here. So at the bottom of the deck, got the Knight of Pentacles, as I said, and then underneath that, the Seven of Pentacles. This is someone not making any moves towards you and not making you a solid offer or bringing you anything, because they're still in the phase of weighing things up. This Seven of Pentacles is also two people deciding whether they still want to continue putting work and effort into something, or if they just let it all, let's just burn it up and start afresh, or is there something we can salvage here? And in the meantime, this one of these two people is not making any moves towards anyone else until they've decided what they're doing with this person. And it's about, what is my happiness? What's really going to make me happy down the line? What's the be-all and end-all of my contentment? Now, and obviously, who is my Two of Cups? Then we have the Five of Cups next to the Five of Wands, which was here. Five of Cups, Five of Wands at the bottom of the first deck. They're next to each other again. And then we have, of course, the Seven of Swords. So this could also be, I was saying about there may have been this information that someone didn't want to talk to, that like Aquarius doesn't want to talk to you kind of thing, and it's over as a result. Now, that could be what someone is saying when the truth came out, that they were in a relationship that may have been on pause, may have been in a, what are we doing? Let's take a break from each other's time. But it was still very much a factor in this person's life. It could well be that if someone found out that the person that Aquarius was dealing with had been lying, and almost putting them in competition with someone that they were technically still in some sort of commitment with. They could have said to that person, listen, Aquarius doesn't want to talk to you anymore because we know the truth about you now and it's over. And you're just going to have to think about Aquarius and think about what you did, kind of thing, because of the lies. And then we have the Emperor with the Devil underneath, which does talk about someone who has responsibilities. The Emperor can be a divine masculine, it can be a father, it can be a husband, but tied with the Devil in terms of this sense of restriction, trapped, you're not moving, you are stuck in the gaze of the Devil. The Devil in this deck almost reminds me of like Medusa with her snakes turning someone to stone. It's like they can't look away from, as in they can't shake themselves free from what they've got themselves into. Now, bearing in mind the Devil is next to the Emperor there, show you one other thing. At the bottom of the first deck, when I was talking about this restriction and someone being controlled, the Emperor next to the Devil. That was why. So, okay, let's get into your spread, my lovely Aquarius. So how you're feeling about this person. We have the we have the Princess of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Tower. So, in this first deck, you don't get pages or knights. You actually get princess or prince, the male or female versions for each suit. So you have the Princess of Wands, which can be a page of wands or it could be a knight of wands. It's just, you feel very attracted to this person who's coming through in this reading. Now, that doesn't mean that you're that impressed with them right now necessarily, because we have, I can kind of see what's playing out here, but we have the Tower card as well. But I think you feel like you were drawn to this person through magnetic chemistry and attraction, and there was a strong passionate element to your desire which drew you to this person in the first place. Now, I feel like that also developed because we have the King of Cups, who's someone who's very has deep emotions, and they it may take them some time to kind of put the pieces together of how they're feeling. Oh, it's because I have feelings for this person, if that makes sense. It's like you may have felt, almost like something brewing about this person, and you couldn't really put your finger on it, but then it became clear that it was more than just attraction. It was actually you'd established real feelings for this person as well. I'm kind of using the past tense here because we also have the Tower, so there is this sense of all of this, the feelings where you were at. This is also a very like flirty place with the Princess of Wands. It's exciting, passionate, it's getting emotionally, it's getting deeper, it's actually meaning more and more to you. And then the lightning bolt hits and you get completely the rug pulled out from underneath you about the feelings that were brewing for you about this person. I would say it's probably because you found out that what I was describing at the start, that they were actually on pause from a serious commitment. Hopefully they were on pause. It did look like that. But let's see. Tell me more about why Aquarius is feeling like this, please, about this person. Tell me. Thank you. Three of Swords came out, and the Seven of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there's that Tower. This is everything you're starting to feel is like your world getting flipped upside down. The reality of their deception crashing down, and feeling pretty cut up about this, because the Three of Swords, you only really feel this if you had the love for the person in the first place. It's not possible to feel heartbroken over someone that you didn't love in the first place. It would be a different kind of pain, but this is heartbreak over their lies and what they were hiding from you. The 3 and the 7 together is also the 10 of Swords, which tells me that you feel like it's suddenly over, it's suddenly come crashing down. Wow. See, even underneath the 7 of Swords is the Moon, what they were hiding, and the Hanged Man. Potentially, you may feel like this person kept you waiting for them or put your love life on hold, and you didn't understand why. Tell me anything else. How is Aquarius feeling about this person now? How is Aquarius feeling about this person? Wow. Okay. So the first card that came out was the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. We also then have the Seven of Pentacles, the Magician, the Magician, and the King of Swords. The King of Swords obviously is air energy. It can be you, Aquarius, but it's just talking about this combination. Is how you're feeling is that you've assessed the situation, you've assessed the potential of this connection and this person in your life, and you have decided that you want this to happen, especially with the Chariot. This is almost, let's go, let's move forward. We can overcome any obstacles, we can overcome any difficulties. This is kind of a determination energy with the Chariot. And then this is very strong determination as well. This is, after reviewing everything, I 100% still think this is worthwhile. And I want to fight for this, essentially. The King of Swords in this deck talks about someone really sticking to their guns, standing up for what they believe in, one way or another. And it can be someone, it's almost like a Seven of Wands energy, like in a court card. So this is someone, which can be either very defensive or also not giving up the fight here. Now, bearing in mind it's come out with the Magician and the Chariot, which is this very action-orientated, decisive major arcana. I'm taking this as more as like, you may be heartbroken about what you found out, about what this person was hiding from you, but at the same time, your decision here is to still, you think it's worth fighting for. Anything else? Funny enough, there's the Seven of Wands. I was just talking about how that King of Swords is this Seven of Wands energy for me, and then it comes out. Yeah, well, I was just basically saying about how this is you wanting to stand up for this connection and wanting to fight for it. Now, if that's not you, then bearing in mind it might just not be your reading today, because I have seen these kind of readings before in terms of what's going on with the dynamic, but the message is if this is not resonating for you, it might just not be your reading, and that's okay. Hopefully there'll be one for you very soon. And at the bottom of the deck, when the Seven of Wands came out, we have the Fool and then the Three of Pentacles. The Fool here is actually someone leaving something behind and setting off on a new journey. She's actually wearing the kimono in this deck of a married woman, because it's a woman on the card. It could be a man in real life. The married kimono, but it's all tattered. It's, it's tradition to wear that, but it's technically the commitment with this person is still in place, is kind of what you're saying, Aquarius. But it's degraded, it's broken down, it's no longer what it was, and it's no longer working for this person. That's why they are going off on a new journey, like to see what happens with a new chapter. And then the Three of Pentacles underneath this, work on this with me. So basically, for the Aquarius that this reading is for, how you're feeling is, gutted. Yes, it's like, I still get the sense that you didn't know the deal when you started catching this attraction towards this person, and then your feelings developing. But now the truth has come out. What the message is saying is you're heartbroken, but at the same time you're not giving up. You are basically wanting this person to maybe acknowledge that they are purely just stuck, as I said, with that like Medusa that popped into my head about just being turned to stone, staying in the situation that they're staying in, and what you want is for them to break free and to try building with you. So, how are they feeling about you, Aquarius? We have the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Now, bearing in mind, as I said when I was shuffling or laying the cards out, you feel the King of Cups about this person, they feel the Queen of Cups about you. So that's another matching pair. This obviously of water energy, so that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You might have that strongly in your chart, you don't have to. But the King and Queen of Cups, I mean, what can I say? There is mutual feelings here. And you do both definitely care about each other. The King and Queen of Cups talk about emotions and love and consideration and kindness and warmth towards each other. But what this is giving me is this person does have feelings for you as well, and they are kind of feelings that they may not have tapped into for quite some time. It might be the way they're feeling about you is something that they have kind of buried within themselves, because this Queen of Cups is kind of rising up from the bottom of the ocean. It's feelings that they may have at some point accepted that they weren't feeling anymore. And rather than, depending on the person, some people might have been like, oh, I don't have those feelings and this isn't right, this isn't how I want to live. And they might have acted on that. This person seems to have been like, I don't have those feelings where I'm at. I'm just going to push that down and pretend that it doesn't matter, basically. Especially because you see how obviously the Queen of Cups is in the middle, surrounded by head over heart with the King of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So this person feels a lot of feelings for you, Aquarius, but they also feel like they need to take a very pragmatic and logical approach because basically they just feel like they are trapped with that Eight of Swords, that there is no option for them. There might also be an element here in terms of option of taking any action about how they feel. They feel it's an element of, if they were to follow their heart and reveal their true self in a way, then they would also be met with a lot of judgment and not accepted for following, like being true, authentic to how they're feeling. So they feel what's best is to shut up shop when it comes to their emotions and maybe be a bit, try and what's the word? When people, let me get cards so I'm trying to remember the word. What's the word? Compartmentalize, that was the word. So, they feel it's best to try and compartmentalize how they're feeling about you and this situation. Almost someone who is able, I think, what I said just a moment ago about if they were no longer feeling the way you would hope to feel with, your long-term committed partner, if they weren't feeling that anymore, is this like someone who has the ability to shut off or tell themselves that they don't need love, they don't need emotional fulfillment, they can just focus on other things, focus on the practicality, the logistics, and it seems like that's how they're like repeating, like I should do the same again when it comes to Aquarius as well. Just tell me anything else about how this person is feeling about Aquarius. The Eight of Cups fell out and the Seven of Swords is at the bottom of this deck. Pretty sure when I got your first clarifier from a different tarot deck, Aquarius, Seven of Swords was at the bottom of that as well. Yeah, see, Seven of Swords underneath that is Justice, and then Nine of Swords, Six of Wands, Four of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles, two cards talking about union and marriage and long-term commitment. I'm sure you already remember, but at the bottom of the second deck, Four of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like this person feels like they need to emotionally detach from you, Aquarius, even if they're feeling the Queen of Cups level of emotion about you, because they are deeply concerned about the repercussions of their deceptions catching up with them and having to face the music. I feel like there's also some element of approval or feeling of as in that the relationship that they're in, like their commitment, is something that's met with approval, or a certain element of status is involved, or just the feeling that when there's that couple which people are like, oh, they're such a lovely couple, oh yes, you two are so lovely together, even if they go home absolutely miserable with each other, they spend the whole time like apart from each other or faces in their smartphones, but outside there is this external element of everyone looks at them like, oh, they're a great couple. So I feel like there's something tied into other people's opinions of their commitment, and the idea that if that is found out that they want to be with someone else and they want to leave that commitment, they're going to have to face the music. They're going to have to face the responsibility of that and people's reactions to that. Tell me just why the Eight of Cups, just to confirm. Why do they feel the Eight of Cups about Aquarius? I feel like it's going to be the Eight of Swords again. Oh, no. The Tower with the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Tower. Yeah. The Emperor came out, which is Aries Major Arcana, but we've already seen him a couple of times. It does talk about someone who is married or a father figure. The Tower with the Emperor, they feel like they need to detach from you, Aquarius, to avoid a complete destabilization of their stability, of their position in life in many ways. And because at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Swords, and then guess who's back underneath? The Seven of Swords and Justice. Yeah, they feel like it's only logical and sensible to basically try and stay away from you, rather than the truth coming out. Okay, let's carry on. How are they viewing you? We have the King of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Now, the King of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. They're viewing you as someone who is very determined with that King of Wands energy. You have your eyes set, like you're someone who goes after what you want, and it as much as they're saying this is with logic that they're making their decisions, I can see that from your perspective here, Aquarius, it would be like, how is that logical? What is logical is that I want to be with you, you want to be with me, you don't want to be with your committed partner, so let's take action in that direction. That's kind of your logic, and that's what you want to act on, and they can see that. But they're also viewing you, I would say, they have a lot of desire for you as well. Like you have desire and feelings as well. It's not just desire, and they do too. But you see how they surrounded their like Queen of Cups with very adamantly like no logic, air energy, and then what their counterparts to the King of Wands are how they're viewing you with all that drive and desire and attraction. They're pairing that with this restricted energy. You see how the Two of Wands in this deck that it's come out from is someone looking at the birds that have freedom outside of the cage that she's inside. And there are two ones that she's holding, but they're in another cage. Basically, it's like a false sense of being able to make a choice. This is like this person feels like they don't actually really have a choice. Even if other people would say you do have a choice, you can either stay where you're at, or you could make change happen, and you could leave and you could start something new with Aquarius. That choice is yours. This person is viewing you as, that's really not a choice that I actually have in reality. And combined with the Four of Pentacles, they feel like it's a card of restriction. It's a card of being, it is a card of being controlled in the deck that's come out from. It's like a security blanket that also doesn't want this person here, Aquarius, to actually, how can I put this, to grow, to do better for themselves, to do more with their life, because whoever is controlling them doesn't want to be challenged to grow or do more with their life. This is someone who wants to keep this person the same level as them, which is a pretty low level. It's like if in a journey of Ace to the Ten of Pentacles, the person who's trying to stop this person from getting away from them stopped at the Four of Pentacles and was like, cool, okay, I'm making my nest here, that's enough. And, you know, even if, you know, you could actually try, you could continue working on yourself, you could try harder, you could explore, you could do more with your life, and you could reach the Ten of Pentacles. No, I'm good, this is good, this feels comfy, this feels nice, and the Four of Pentacles. Now there's someone else in there with them, and even if they have, you know, cross paths with a connection that has been the catalyst for them to want more, even if that means, you know, like having happiness and feeling love again and whatever, do you know what I mean? It's like this, they're being kept where they are. They're being kept stuck, effectively, at the Four of Pentacles. This person is viewing you as very attracted to you. They know that you want them. They're very aware of that. They do want you as well, but they feel like it's like... how can I put this without YouTube getting angry with me? It's like a dog that's been neutered or spayed, depending. It's like their ability. They've been like, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna continue trying to explain that because I'll annoy YouTube. So let's move on. What is this person's current situation, Aquarius? We have the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Look at that. So their current situation is living a lie with the Seven of Swords. It is trying to brush over, sweep under the rug, anything that the truth. It may also be trying to sweep under the rug the situation that's been going on with you and try and pretend that didn't happen, close it away, hide your number, hide your messages, and live life as if it never happened to anyone else that's in their life. To focus on work, potentially, to focus on what they have, like the day-to-day, and trying to... This would be like working on projects. It would be like, I'm just going to pretend Aquarius never existed. What I felt never existed there. Hey, you know what? I think I need to repaint the shed. It's like that. It's like just busying themselves with other stuff, not facing very many truths, just push it all down, pretend it never happened. And Seven of Wands, continue an uphill battle to an absolute struggle. This is like against all odds, the Seven of Wands energy, to make something work. This person is exhausting themselves, and working themselves to the bone. It's almost like a fruitless endeavor is what I'm getting with that Seven of Wands in this case. So, but this is like someone who is just ignoring reality and going back to their routine. Confirmations from Alexa. Sorry. And just hoping that they can almost like perfect their ability to just keep on slogging it out in their current situation. This is like Two of Swords isn't there. It's another position, but it's such an energy of denial. But it's being quite clear here about how they are in denial. They are just pouring themselves into continuing to fight for a situation which is not worth it, and almost like a fruitless pursuit, basically. Okay, so the action that they're most likely going to take towards you next, Aquarius. We have the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Now, I'm just going to point out one thing quickly of how they're feeling about you. The Eight of Swords was there. And then when I was clarifying, the first card that came out was the Eight of Cups. So we had the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Cups. I've shuffled that one away already. So we have repetition here that they are acting following on from what we saw about how they're feeling as well. I'm afraid this Eight of Cups card does not talk about someone departing from Eight Cups that are broken, that are emotionally unfulfilling. You actually see someone sat in the wreckage, in the middle of all the broken cups. There's a few still standing. Let's see how many. Oh, that's right, 5. We 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in the back. So they are sat. The 5 of Cups talks about being very sad, sorrow, regret, disappointment, like negativity. It can be wallowing a little bit sometimes with the 5 of Cups, but it's just genuinely feeling pretty gutted. But this person is not departing. You know, traditionally in the Eight of Cups card, we see someone walking away. No, this guy's, male or female in real life, is sat in the middle of all of it. Now the Eight of Swords, they are still up in their head, thinking, maybe unable to stop thinking about this sexy mofo over here, the Queen of Wands. That is the second divine counterpart pairing that is on the spread, with the King and Queen of Wands both being here. But I think this is the fact that you're still out here, Aquarius. Although I do see from you that you want to fight for this, but I don't see that, that this is telling me that in the meantime, you're not losing your shine, you're not losing your confidence, then you're not letting this situation, this person's inability to have some authority over their own life, or face the reality of their own life, is not stopping you. And well, as far as this person's concerned, you haven't lost your magnetism, your sense, like your kind of fire, and your self-confidence, and your passion for life, your joie de vivre. Probably not saying that right. I'm so sorry for any French followers. Joie de vivre. Anyway, you have it, and you still have it, and this person is in their action definitely still thinking about you, definitely can't get you off their mind, even though they're desperately, this is why I was saying, a fruitless endeavor of trying to run away from this, busy themselves to try and forget you. It's not working. But the fact is that I don't see any action towards you. I'm like, with this combination, 8 of Swords, 8 of Cups, especially this 8 of Cups, someone just feeling sorry for themselves for being in the situation that they are that they are choosing not to leave. I don't know, my sympathy is reasonably low. Like, you may feel like there are responsibilities and you made a commitment, but if you're feeling that miserable, it is up to you whether you stay in that situation or not. Let me just get anything else. The action this person is going to be taking towards Aquarius. Is there any action? Any action? Death in reverse and the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm afraid... Oh, that's perfect. Underneath the 5 of Wands is the 2 of Swords. And the 10 of Wands underneath that. Talk about wallowing. Death in reverse, there's no transformation going on here, I'm afraid, Aquarius. This is not someone... The Death card talks about the end, you know, death of the old, the birth of the new, end of the, like, one phase, the dawn of a new phase, and major transformation in someone's life. But this person is not doing that, as we already saw. And then, that's Scorpio's major arcana, by the way. And then, at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands, there's two people who are at odds with each other. They're not on the same page. It's almost like two people staying together purely for the sake of the petty... like, they have gotten to a place where they're, like, living for the petty squabbles. And they get a kick out of arguing with each other or having drama with each other. It's like two people who are at loggerheads. They're not on the same page. I've probably already said that. They might not even look at the world in the same way, and that's not necessarily a problem. Like, it's nice to have alternate views, obviously, you know, not rather than just live in an echo chamber. But what I mean is, like, they might have very different core values or very different desires for their future or how they live their life, which is more important when you're in a relationship with someone. And, you know, just sheer denial, Two of Swords, just going to ignore it, just going to pretend that this isn't, you know, this isn't a place of conflict and petty squabbles. And under that, the Ten of Wands, which is someone feeling burdened and trapped and overwhelmed, and feel like there are so many demands on where they're at that they couldn't possibly make a decision right now. But it is also a bit of martyrdom, especially in this case. And the other card, sorry, that came out that I chuckled was the Justice card, which is Libra's major arcana again. But it came out crossing this person's current situation like that, like crossing the three cards in that position. And I chuckled because basically the Justice card is kind of, sometimes it's an element of you get what you paid for, or like you get what you deserve with the Justice card. So it's this approach of denial and just trying to distract themselves and continue to try and fight reality. They are getting what they deserve as a result. And as I said, I'm afraid I don't see any action that this person's taking towards you due to that. So what's going to be happening is what I've asked finally between you and this person going forward here, Aquarius. I would normally say the next few weeks, the next month from when you come across this reading, but that will vary slightly for everyone. But we have the Ten of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Oh my god, I just saw that's the same cards. So we've got the Ten of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Did I shuffle it away? No, I didn't. Five of Wands and the Two of Swords, I was just talking to you about it, which was from a different deck that I just shuffled. Five of Wands and Two of Swords is from two different decks, from two other decks from the final position. So it's quite straightforward, because this person is not the same as this person. So what's going to be happening here, this is you, Aquarius. This is a Ten of Cups card with a person on their own, very much contented and fulfilled. And this is someone who is enjoying their life and has found a sense of peace and contentment and fulfillment on their own, or just in their own place. Like, not necessarily on your own, it could be with friends and family, or like spending the time with other people, but basically it's separate from this connection is what I'm talking about. So here you are, Ten of Cups. Meanwhile, what's going to be happening is exactly the same as I just said. Five of Wands and Two of Swords on this person's side of this. Five of Wands is also a little bit two-faced for me. I can talk about that because we have one snake, like it's a double-ended snake and double-headed snake, and there's one snake head like talking one way to some people and one snake head talking another way to other people. So this can, in another context, talk about like two-faced people in your life who might be pretending to be a friend but they really don't have your best interests at heart and that kind of thing. Like, very treacherous people. But I'm getting more because I was getting throughout about this person keeping you completely secret and pretending like it didn't even happen when they go back to their normal life or normal community. Sorry, my voice is, I'm trying not to cough. So this could be talking about the fact that this person might still try and keep in touch with you potentially, but only slightly, I would say. Sorry. Sorry. You know, just keep paying like lip service to you in some way to kind of maybe to keep you in the mix or to try to. But there's no decision being made. In fact, it's just talking about denial again. The denial is strong with this person, Aquarius. It's been throughout their energy. And I would also say that this person is just not facing the music about the conflict that they are experiencing in their life and choosing to ignore it. I just want to get one more for you. So, how is Aquarius going to be feeling going forward about this person? Where does that leave Aquarius? Where does that leave Aquarius? Oh gosh. So the Knight of Swords came out, and guess who was at the bottom of the deck for a third time? The Seven of Swords. Wow. Okay, what's that Knight of Swords? The Five of Swords came out, crossing the Knight of Swords. What is that? Knight of Swords with the Five of Swords. Knight of Swords with the Five of Swords is someone... I think you might... for some of you, get to a point of kind of seeing this whole situation from a different perspective, which is kind of what I was saying from the start about you have been, if you kind of, your perspective's changed to this person that's been keeping me on hold, and I thought that this was going to progress and go somewhere, but it turns out they had no intention of leaving a committed partner, which at first I didn't even know they had, kind of thing. I feel like Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords is kind of like a very... It could be impulsive communication that you might send to this person. Because they're maybe either calling them on their deception, calling them on their bluff. Because the Five of Swords is like someone who thinks they're being clever by withholding information. Where does this leave Aquarius? Tell me more when it comes to this. Eight of Swords came out and the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I think you might end up realizing that with this person's level of self-deception and denial and refusal to make any change in their life, it might end up feeling like it's impossible to even fight for this, because it takes two people to fight for a relationship as well. And if this person doesn't want to leave, really, the comfort blanket of a commitment which they're not happy in, you can't make them. So that Eight of Swords, I think this leaves you feeling like there's nothing you can do. Your hands are tied, and that may mean that this is something that comes to an end. Anything else? But if it does, I do get a sense of rebirth for you. So I say that, and then the Sun card came out, which is, yeah, see, I do see your perspective on this kind of flipping, Aquarius, because at first, the position of how you're feeling about them, I did get the sense of determination to try and kind of fight for this person to wake up, you know, smell the coffee, let go, come towards you, take a risk on building with you, building on what this connection has showed the two of you that that you have. But it's almost like I see you feeling a lot of happiness maybe in your own life, and it's almost just kind of, I think you're going to start thinking about this person differently. And again, the Hanged Man is at the bottom of the deck, but I saw that from the very start when I was talking about someone who has kept you on hold. And then underneath the Hanged Man is the Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. But here I feel like this is that if this person kind of comes in and out trying to communicate with you, whilst they're still not offering you anything because you now know why, because you now know what the real situation is. And it's almost like your perspective on them is flipping from, this is really important, we should be together, we both love each other, like the choice, the logic is clear. I think you're going to start looking at this person and thinking you're just playing around with other people's feelings for a start, with your feelings, Aquarius, but you're talking the big talk with that Eight of Wands, but you're not making any choices, and you're not even prepared to. In fact, you're desperately trying to just pretend that Aquarius doesn't even exist when it suits you. And I think that's going to end up leading to, you know what, it's a no. I wonder what's under the Two of Swords. Eight of Cups. Well, and then the Ten of Swords. Yeah. This person isn't prepared, isn't even really thinking about actually leaving those 8 broken cups behind. Not even thinking about it. Well, I still think that this is necessary, obviously, but also that it does end up being for your benefit, that this flip of perspective about this person. I'll show you at the bottom of the first deck again was the Justice card, the Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So I feel like this flip of your understanding of this person and this, you know, fighting for this connection has been keeping your love life on hold, Aquarius, is actually, that understanding is actually bringing you the justice of, you're not getting in the way of your love life. Not you, but like you're not allowing this person to get in the way of your love life, and that is allowing new love to come towards you, which is actually the Nine of Cups. This person can't get out of the Eight of Cups. You can. This is the only time that I've seen the Nine of Cups in this whole reading with many decks, and it's about a new start that actually leads towards this for you. This person wants to stay in that. Or even if they don't want to, they're choosing to, so they might as well say they want to. So they want to stay in that. It's up to them. That's what I've got for you this time, Aquarius. I really hope it was useful for someone, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And I do hope that it resonated. Please do hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. It just means the world. It really helps the video circulate. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I would love to have you. And if it did resonate or you just enjoyed it, leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you all my very best. I'll speak to you soon, my wonderful Aquarius. Bye.